Alrighty, like we said, folks, we were not going far. Garrett Rakowski and Steve Hilger won the diddle to go first in this king seat matchup for cricket doubles Division 1, going against Jed Neal and Kevin Schmitz. Of course, if we're listing off names, mine's Nick Dichiria, and I'm joined by Will Stuart here, and we're excited to be bringing you coverage of this king seat matchup here.
Yes, definitely. So this is going to be a good one. Of course, Garrett and Steve winning the NDA team dart doubles cricket there in level number 1. So possibly the team to beat in this one. We will find out, as Kevin Schmitz and Jed Neal have been playing pretty darn well today. So who's going to come out on top? We will find out, as that's Cody Drager there behind and Josh Lisi. Want to mention those two gentlemen.
Cody Drager, I'm not allowed to talk to him because last time I played against him, I surprisingly beat him, and he's never let it go since. You know, so I'm just kidding, Cody.
Jason Watt saying, tell Stuart to knock off that sleeping nonsense, being a Porky back there. How about that? Speaking of Porky, a nice 7 mark, rocking his new signature barrels from El Style.
Yeah, Porky there at the North Country Buffet, the line at 4.5 for plates. He did go for the over. I hit the under, unfortunately, at 4 plates.
You always got to go over on plates for Mr. Porky.
I was trying to keep up. I said, "This is." I literally looked at him and I said, "I want to be like you when I grow up."
And we did enjoy the North Country steak buffet last night here. Go check that out if you get the opportunity to. And about the little joke on Porky's darts, is actually bar lip darts from El Style. So they're literally a $5 set of brass darts that you can get from El Style with flights on it.
12.5 grams.
12.5 grams, and they're not bad darts. We gave them a chuck.
Hey, listen, they fly just fine. And Kevin here just going to try to do what he can. Needed one more trip there to really kind of cement their foothold, but right now, I mean, Porky and the Bullet are really just in control.
Yes, indeed. I mean, like I said, they're going to be my favorites in this one after the big win at NDA, but who knows? I mean, Kevin's a really good player, and Jed's a good player. He is suffering from a little bit of a, you can see that regrip or getting over the hitch kind of thing, but
he's still throwing phenomenal right now.
Still throwing well.
You know, it's funny. Kevin said, according to Jed, Kevin took off the top hat because he wanted to feel a little bit more comfortable throwing. But he said the best games that Kevin threw when he had the top hat on.
Jed's rocked it the whole evening, too. Hasn't taken it off.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm really digging that.
Luke Payne, I agree. You don't need an expensive dart set to be good. You don't need anything except the same 3 barrels. That's it.
No, I mean,
even then, you don't really need that.
No, and that's the thing is Laura Turner, a commentator for the PDC, as well as a fantastic shot in that PDC Women's Series, went to a final this past weekend. Want to mention that. She, for the longest time, played with 2 different sets of darts. She had 2 the same and then 1 off, and she just She just played with it. She said that's how she played. They were different weights too, 21 and 23.
Hey, it just shows it makes you stay focused, I guess.
That's exactly it.
The rabbit's staying focused right now, though. You can find another one of those. Oh, look at this. This will be get him right back into the game here. He can load it up, and he does. As the rabbit hops on into a boom goes the dynamite.
Why'd you do it? Why'd you have to give him one?
You have to give one a day. It's just one of the hidden lines of the contract in between the phrases.
I like it a lot. In regards to Dumb and Dumber, you just have to.
Oh, Steve here taking a moment now, deciding if he wants to go for that 16. He definitely could with that first start triple. He's going to stay there for one more. Now taking a look. And he does respond back with a 9 mark of his own.
My word. This is what we're going to see in this level 1 king seat match as Ricky Bobby's back there asking for the horn to be blown here.
Yeah. Well, now we have Garrett Rakowski coming up with a good board state, as he's going to be happy with that, knowing that all he needs is just to get those 15s closed up and sealed.
Big trip 15, going to go for the win here. Put it right over the top. Not the case, but it will register as it should. Go ahead and change that to a bull because it is in.
Yeah, he realized it there. He's backing it up, confirmed with them, and he's just going to pop that one in. So that is a great 5 mark there from the bullet to kind of give them a huge advantage and basically guaranteeing leg number 1 for them.
Did want to mention that I think that's the first misregister we've had today. I haven't seen one.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's certainly something that definitely could happen.
See if we can keep them to a minimum.
Yeah, Schmitz can't really do much from that situation, as he knows Steve Hilger is not going to mess around here with 1 bull needed.
Big win for Steve Hilger and Garrett Rakowski as they take the first leg. Big shout out to some of our WAMO staff here who are impossible not to see. Wherever they go in the dart hall, you can point them out, just like a Where's Waldo.
Yeah, so that's a great question here in chat, by the way, from Kyle Marshall. So actually, you were asking questions about soft tip. So in soft tip, if the dart sticks and the board happens to count it as the wrong dart, you can actually go back and actually correct it in there.
As long as it's sticking.
Not quite the same as a bounce out because it's still in the board. Just sometimes it's an electronic error that could happen.
Yeah, the steel soft rules are just a touch different. I know some of our European crowd that we do see more and more often in this deal are kind of. This soft tip stuff doesn't make sense to me.
Kyle's tuning in from Ireland.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that would be more of a UK, European
over in that region.
Base, yeah.
Well, Jed with a huge 7 mark there to kind of submit some control here, forcing Porky to go over to the 18s or 17s. Keen to go on the 17s.
Big hit there. Last dart savior, as it's a big trip 17, but Kevin with an opportunity just to go ahead and close those up.
Yeah, from this situation here, just needs to get those 2 singles and they can find a trip on the last start. Yeah, finding that 17 on the first now is able to move up, and he likes to have that cushion, so he's not going to be afraid to go back to the points if he needs to. And does do so on the last start there. Great shot there from the rabbit. Yeah, so Garrett now is going to be forced to pound those 18s, get all 3 in if he can. Not going to do so.
Still a good hit. I mean, that's a great 6 mark, but it's just going to be 2 to close for Jed.
Yeah, and Jed told us, he's like, I like playing aggressive, so he's not going to be afraid to go right this close, but I don't expect him to go back to the 20s after. If he gets this close like this, yeah, he's just going to keep moving along the dartboard here. He's really off to the races and running. Now with that hanger, he's going to have to go back up because he can't shoot that 16 again from that position.
I may sound dumb here.
Yeah, you usually do.
I'm just kidding. This is kind of a trick I use every once in a while. Is in that option, I may have elected to go just 16s. And just open up a new bed because you know they're going to try to close it right out from you. And if you possibly hit a 6 there, they think about, do I go ahead and close them? Do I go ahead and stick with the 18s? Yes, you may give away another house. It's just that when you're 1-0 up, you have options there to do.
You can, and that's the mental gymnastics of it. And I think that's actually a great point there. You'll see it with different players preferring different styles. I personally am the same way. I like to just open around, especially if I'm not worried about how much they're hitting a particular number, to force them into that position where they don't feel comfortable anymore. It's like, well, do I stay on the number I can't hit? Do I try to close behind? Like, you're right. It does make them have to think a little bit more, and that wouldn't have been a bad shot in this situation. But right now they're just chugging along. Kevin, they're going up to the 20s on the last.
And it is pretty dang, let's be honest, it's pretty dang easy for these guys to hit a 5 mark plus. So no matter what, probably could have taken it out next dart, but Garrett still with an opportunity here. He elects to go ahead and close the 20.
Yeah, that's a great switch up there. Finding that close.
Makes Jed go ahead and just a small thought here, but go ahead and close those 15s and move right along.
Yeah, Jed's not going to be too afraid of this position just because, he likes that aggressive play style. But it made sense for Garrett to do that considering how blocked he was. And right now it's going to force Jed to make this an even game now because Hilger's going to probably hit 3 bowls.
You saw that aggressiveness there as he tried to go for that double 15. Granted, inside wire, smart move. Stick it inside wire because then you can follow it up with a single and it's closed. Yeah. Hilger, bowl, look.
6 bowls is what he needed, but if he can get at least 3 here, he's going to feel happy, knowing that puts a lot of pressure on Kevin.
We get a big roar out in the arena there, as I just got word that Ricky Bobby is live streaming the live stream right now.
Oh, Ricky. So Kevin here needs to hit these 3. Hilger put a lot of pressure on it by finding that hat. Take it as a moment.
Big double there. Just needs a single to go ahead and close it. And that's exactly what he does. Winner, winner for Kevin and Jed as they will advance into the last leg decider. Let's figure it out here. Hilger getting the first look at the bowl. And that's a great dart. We'll take a closer look at that one.
Yeah, it's still good placement, though, as Kevin can kind of glide right on that barrel. It's not really a blocker, but we're going to see if Kevin can take advantage. He likes to slope his darts right above end, so he might not be too affected by it. Let's see. It's going to be a hard dart to get through, though.
You can see him set himself up, making sure he's okay.
And no, he does catch the dart there, but unfortunately it actually rotated it out of position from that bullseye, catching only that single.
Well, we get some knucks for these players. Garrett Rakowski going to start us off. And boy, oh boy, I need that picture of Garrett right now to just throw up in that bottom right-hand corner, my bud.
I don't know. You don't want to scare all the viewers. Look at that, though. Garrett's picturing those 20s and finding them. Great 7 mark open there. Look at that. He's fired up. Did you see how fiery he was there? He gave a big clap on that 7, saying, I want this one right here. I want to guarantee a spot in the finals.
Brian asking, what level is the other board? Good question. We'll find that information out here in a moment. Is it level 2? Okay, level 2. Never mind. Your moment was right there. Nick coming in with the
actually
swiftness.
Bobby. I give credit. Bobby's the one that caught that one first.
Okay. So appreciate that. Bobby Ames. Yeah, it's right on. It helps if I look right underneath the next comment.
No, it's okay. Reading in Kansas is not like the thing they're known for.
Well,
so
listen, I got a good education, and let me tell you what, okay, boy?
Yeah, you can't tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile, I'll tell you. One's in a see you later and one's an after a while.
Well, at least it's not me and Ryan in the booth right now because his Ozarkian accent and my Kansas accent just sends these Wisconsinites for a loop. Let me tell you.
Oh, look at that switch up from Hilger there, finding those 19s, and then still able to get underneath his dart. That's one of those things that's going to be really hard, right? When you're throwing those lighter darts that's 12.5 grams, when you're throwing them, they're going to be a lot less forgiving because if you touch the barrel, it can fling a lot more, especially because he has molded flights on it, right? That fact that he got underneath and threw that dart just shows the level of control he has on his throw.
It was good chatting with Porky for a little bit last night, just about darts in general and where he started and where he's been. Yeah, definitely a good chat there.
Yeah,
wish we could do that more with some of you individuals in the chat.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to back it up there as it was in the trip segment there. But yeah, you're right. That was one of those experiences that was definitely worth the chat there, right? Getting to know him, getting to see the insights, getting to know the backstory. I mean, everyone in this room has their own story that led them up to the moment that they step up to Araki.
Did get a question about Kevin Luke. Kevin Luke is not here. He's from Washington instead of Wisconsin. So
those dang W states give me every time.
He's just he frequently gets around to all these dart tournaments, so we can't blame you for thinking. Yeah.
Look at this King Seat match. I mean, you could easily be misconstrued to say, "No, this is just any national tournament with just the level of talent on this board."
I talked to Garrett, and he said that his month of May is just it's just crazy. My July is crazy, and his May is nuts as well. So just goes to show you, it's hard to be a dart player, a dad, a husband, and also an employee. Somebody.
It is. I can relate. I mean, being a cat father myself, my cat gets so lonely when I'm at these events.
That's just terrible, but hey. Could have tagged him. Just could have brought him in the carry-on.
Bring Fred over. Fred would hate this. Oh, Jed's not happy with that single there, knowing that they need to get the trip. This is an unfortunate situation. He does get it on the last now, but really, I mean, you see Garrett amping himself up there, knowing exactly what the situation is for him. He's going to go right at those 17s. He needs to attack him. And he's going to have to spend all 3 there now.
Well, how about this, folks? Almost 600 of you folks joining us here on all our platforms, Facebook and YouTube. We appreciate you joining us. Once again, this is WAMO, the Wisconsin Amusement and Music Operators State Dart Tournament here in La Crosse, Wisconsin. This is your level 1 King Seat matchup.
And the rabbit finds it on the 3rd dart there, but it's not going to be enough to get them in range. Hilger just needs to keep doing what Hilger has been doing, which is playing real consistent, tight darts at the moment.
Big statement here. They said they just won nationals. Anything less than a win would be a huge upset. I don't know if you can consider it a huge upset. I mean, Kevin Schmitz and Jed Neal are quality shots. Don't get me wrong. That's just the level of talent that we have here at WAMO. I mean, they just littered with talent. And if Garrett and Hilger can pull off the win here in this one, they would be a 2-time back-to-back doubles champion. Now, I did hear a rumor because I wasn't here previous. This is the 2nd year they've had doubles cricket instead of singles cricket. So the year before we attended WAMO, it was singles cricket. So Garrett and Steve got the first doubles cricket ever here at WAMO. They could get the 2nd today. You never know.
Yeah, they're in prime shape to do so, as they're now down to just the bulls left, and they've really been chugging along. We got a question chat here from Bradley Smith saying, what events do you do in Florida? Well, if you're ever curious about what events we're doing, you can always go to usadarts.live, see our upcoming events that we're going to be going to. The next one in Florida is going to be the DPFL events.
Yeah, we'll be making our way there. We're hearing numerous PDC players will be in attendance, so we'll see how that one goes, but we are prepared nonetheless if we do have to record some matches and post those, but still everybody enjoys watching a PDC player go at it here in the States, so Vanessa Talks joining us. Hope you're doing well, Vanessa. Thank you for joining us here. Hilger in prime position to win this one, though. Between the 3 bulls, there's a big double.
How about one more, Steve? And you can see a little pump there from Garrett in the background, quick to do some handshakes and some hugs. It's all smiles over here.
Yeah, let's see if we got a replay here of that one as he puts the double in. Outside with the 2nd, but does capture it with the last. Hilger and Rakowski are your King Seat holders.